What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is the 22nd and that was the day our next clutch was supposed to slice, and we came this morning and there were no slices, but we just came back tonight because Spencer was like, let's go back after dinner, I bet it'll happen. It totally happened. All right, so we have our second clutch to slice. We're gonna go ahead and cut them open right now and see what we got. Alright, so we've got this one nasty egg. We're just gonna go ahead and do that one very last, and we'll see if there's anything good out of it. Okay, so we're just gonna cut this one open because this is the one that's sliced, so just kind of open it up a little bit more. Oh, that's the underneath. Okay, so looks like this is a Hypo. Everything in this clutch is Hypo. So
what's the breeding?
That's just a Hypo. So this was another of from that name, okay, the male that we named Caramel. So this was the second breeding for Caramel to his other sister, who was just a Hypo but a triple het. So she's also het for Whiteside, Albino, and Axanthic, just like he is. But so anyway, we're trying to produce more cool looking Chumbara Hypos. So there's a normal Hypo, which is great. So and then we'll just kind of start here and cut our way around. But there could still be a really good mix of all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, look, that's Albino. So that's a Hypo Albino. Good looking. All right, sweet, okay. Oh, another one, cool, okay.
Is that though?
Yeah, that's Albino. Yeah. Trust me.
All right.
I know what I'm looking at.
Just, okay.
Okay, look, just compare that.
No, I know. Yeah.
I know, this one does look cool, though.
It's just not as, like...
Pink?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is. That's what we're looking at there, so. Is this one a ghost? It's dark. Oh, maybe no. Just a Hypo, I think. Kind of cool looking, though. Look how purpley it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, it looks kind of purpley. But you don't really see true colors through the membrane, so. But at least just a Hypo. Okay, there's a ghost. Definitely. Oh, another ghost. Cool. Okay. Nice. Wow, they look so different from each other.
Yeah, they do.
Wow. Yeah, seriously. Okay, cool. Oh, hi, Hypo. You coming out to say hi? Oh, hi. Hi, buddy. All right, okay, let's keep going. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that Hypo. Now that is cool looking. Okay, okay. Oh boy, I think this will be a fun clutch. Especially once they shed. Oh wow, you like jerked around in there. Oh, hey. Okay, so definitely Whiteside. Huh. Alright, wow, I don't know. It looks a little weird in there. Huh. Okay, that might be Albino. Not totally sure. We'll see. Okay, just gotta turn this around a little bit. We'll just go right here. Yeah, so at least one Whiteside so far. That's crazy because the last clutch had so many Whitesides. Okay, another Albino. Nice. So we've had three. At least three so far. Cool. And two ghosts. Hey, we're hitting some good odds, I'd say. Pretty good odds. Only one Whiteside, but I'm okay with that. One more normals anyway. Or non-Whitesides, I mean. Okay, so another Hypo. That one's really dark looking. Alright. Okay, two more and then we'll do the moldy egg. Okay. Oof. Ghost? Looks like. Yeah. Yep. Wow, 3 ghosts. Nice. So 3 ghosts and 3 albinos? Cool. Okay, last egg real quick. And let's see. Looks a little light in there. Cool, another Whiteside. Looks really, really light though. I'd say that one's probably albino too. So, possibly even snow, honestly. I don't know. That one's really light. It's even lighter than this other one was. Although that one is really pink though. But I don't know. We'll have to see what those look like when they crawl out for sure. So, all right. Let's check out the moldy egg real quick. All right, okay. So I just moved it just a little bit. Oh, okay. All right, well, that juice looks good. So let's see if we do have a healthy baby inside or not. Oh, okay. All right. We definitely do have a good-looking baby in here. Just a hypo, but looks healthy. So that's good. Yeah, I think that looks fine. We'll just have to, you know, obviously check when they crawl out to make sure that that one doesn't have anything else weird going on. Occasionally the moldy eggs, like, you will have babies that make it full term just like that. And sometimes they'll be perfect, but sometimes there could be potential defects just like with any other baby. So obviously, you know, I just check those ones really good though, because they molded some. So, anyways, that's pretty awesome. So it looks like we had, I don't even remember, what, 3 albinos? So 3 hypo albinos. And 3 ghosts. Yes. Yeah. And then how many just hypos? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? 5 normal hypos, and then 2 hypo Whiteside ones that I think might be snow and might be albino. So, honestly, pretty good. We got lots of hypos in this clutch, which is kind of what we were looking for to see if we could, you know, hatch more that looked like our caramel male looks. So that gives us pretty good odds to then see what they look like when they crawl out. I do think a couple of these hypos do look unique. I really like the looks of this one. You really can't see very well probably, but this one looks pretty cool. So anyways, we'll just have to kind of check them out when they crawl out, which we might get some that will start crawling out tomorrow. But anyways, we'll check back in a couple days once they've all crawled out, and we'll show you guys the results. Alright guys, it's been a couple days, so we are back now. That clutch finished hatching. So everybody's out now, and we're gonna get them put away right now. But this is everybody that was out over the past couple days. So we had 2 ghosts crawl out, 4 hypos, and then 1 hypo albino. And so that's what's out right now. So we know what all that is. And then we had the rest of them, which is this group in here. I'm just gonna take that out for right now. These guys just crawled out overnight, pretty much. So we're gonna go ahead and check them out and see what we've got here. So far, basically, we've got 3.1 hypos, and then the albino is a male, and the 2 ghosts are both males too. So hoping for a couple more females. And there's a female, so this hypo is a girl. So that's nice. Okay, let's check out. So these guys did turn out to be nice albino Whitesides, and they're hypo, because they have to be, so it's kind of cool. Anyways, let's see what we got here. It's also a girl. Okay, that's a girl. Cool, finally hitting a couple girls. That's nice. This one I think is like the super light colored one. I was almost wondering if this one might be a snow, but I'm not sure.
That'd be hard to tell.
Yeah, it looks different than the other one, but yeah, this was definitely a boy. So that one's a male. Anyway, I'm not totally sure, but I don't know. Anyways, all right, let's see what these other hypo albinos are. Okay, a girl. We need more females in this clutch. Because there wasn't very many, so. Okay, this ghost really quick. Oh, that's a boy. Yeah. Dang, all the ghosts were boys in this clutch. Wow, okay. And this last Hypo Albino. And that's the last one. Oh, it's definitely a boy. Definitely a boy. Okay, well look at that. Alright, so...
Some of these hypos are like super light.
Yeah, no, some of these hypos are really, really nice looking. And they're, you know, already starting to kind of go in the blue. But there was 3 that were more of the yellow kind of cool ones. So there's this one. Then there's this one that's crawling out right now. And then there's this one. I think this one is the prettiest looking one. It was the one that crawled out first. It was the one that I noticed in the egg where I was like, oh... That looks like one of the special ones. So this guy reminds me a lot of what our Caramel looked like. So, and Caramel's his dad. And so I'm actually wondering if maybe it is something that we can kind of pass on. So, anyways, but this one definitely has the different look to it, in my opinion. At least the most different look out of the rest of the hypos in the clutch. But, I mean, this one was one of the other pretty ones, so this one definitely has a little bit of it. But, anyways, so, but we'll wait till after they shed before we really kind of make any big snap judgments on things like that. Because that post-shed, they'll definitely look different. They'll color up a little bit more, and we'll be able to kind of see what's going on a lot better. So, anyways, there were a couple other things, though, that happened over the course of the past couple of days. So if we can get these guys to just chill for 2 seconds, we'll show you. So we actually had a flame clutch slice, which is pretty cool, and there's actually a couple babies out. So why don't we go ahead and just, you know, just tell me if anything starts crawling out. So we had some flames start hatching, and it's all the same clutch, but anyways. We need to clean them up and get them put away, but they're looking good so far. And these guys will also start to color up so much, especially over the first year. They'll get a ton of color. Every single shed, they'll get more color. They're actually really, really cool. And this breeding last year produced some like serious bangers. So
yeah, we'll put some pictures up for you guys to see.
Yeah, no, really, really great stuff there. So. And then one of my favorite clutches of the year, of course, is the Northerns. And so our Northerns actually started, actually they sliced this morning.
Yeah.
And Spencer sliced them because I was not in the shop today. I've been busy working on some other stuff. But anyway, so our first clutch of Northerns started hatching, which is pretty cool. That one's like half in, half out. So we're still just going to leave that one alone. But they started hatching, which is awesome. So that's our first clutch of Northerns. There'll be a couple more, which is exciting. This one's our high white one, though. So this one should be our really like nice high white, high contrast, really pretty clutch. So anyways, I'm pretty excited. They'll crawl out over the next couple days, and so that'll be fun. Anyways, so that's pretty much what's going on right now. We'll post, you know, the contents of this clutch probably in the description or something. So I can't tell you what it is off the top of my head right now. All the Ghoster Boys. The Whiteside is a pair. There's probably like 4.2 hypos. And there's 2.1 hypo albinos.
I don't remember.
I think that's pretty close.
You'll have to do that again.
So anyways, I'll make sure I get it all written down right. But another great clutch, and for more of that caramel stuff. The first caramel clutch is all in the blue right now, so we're waiting for those ones to actually shed so that we can really kind of see exactly what we're going to get out of the caramel stuff. But I really think that this clutch will be more telling than the other clutch, just based off of the fact that the other clutch was mostly Whitesides. Although those two, like, really cool, really yellow Whitesides are really, really neat looking. But I think these hypos are telling me right here that this is something that we could probably work with. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyways, we'll wait for them to shed, and then we'll post more updates, and it'll be really great. So that's Connor. So that's the video for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.